So hey guys, welcome back to another Chatterbox video, and this is another one of those videos where I just sit down, gameplay is on the background, and just speak. I just speak in the mic without no cuts, no editing whatsoever. It's just a very chill series. This is called Chatterbox, where I just talk about anything really that's going on. Like games, movies, and stuff like that. Maybe even TV shows. But yeah, today's topic that I really want to talk about is next gen. Now, next gen is almost upon us. It's literally next year, and I just can't wait for it. Honestly, like we have PS5 and the next Xbox, Project Scarlett. Now that's been called. Like they're said to be pretty powerful with the specs like 8K and 120 frames per second. They can support 120 frames per second and 8K resolution. It's insane, and the specs on it, these two consoles is gonna be insane. Like Project Scarlett already looks pretty fucking huge, like pretty fucking powerful, and I can't wait till they reveal PS5, to be honest. But I don't think that'll be till next year. So in that regard, Xbox kind of has the lead in terms of kind of announcing the console first. But yeah, I just cannot really wait. With next gen also comes new next gen titles, and I can't wait to see how these new next gen games look on the next gen consoles. But yeah, there's like a lot of stuff for next gen. It's literally next year, which is insane. I just cannot wait for next gen consoles, and like we there's gonna be just like, I think from my perspective, which console I really want to get is probably gonna be PS5. Reason being why is because PlayStation 5 has better, like PlayStation 5 would definitely have much more exclusives and better exclusives. Obviously we'll have the sequel to God of War, the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn, the sequel to the next Spider-Man game, and it's gonna be good. Like these three exclusives are pretty much, I think, are gonna come in the next gen console, and I just cannot wait for it. These games are gonna be amazing. And also with Last of Us Part 2, I think Last of Us Part 2 will probably be remastered on the next gen consoles. Kind of what happened with Last of Us. It came out like a year before. It came out in a year later. It came out in like PS4, fully remastered in 60 frames. So yeah, I think same is gonna be with Last of Us Part 2. Since it's coming out next year in 2021, you'll probably get a remaster or whatever. But yeah, that's about the PlayStation stuff, and I just think PlayStation in terms of exclusives is a whole lot better. And with the specs they have shown, especially with this kind of PC modded PC was running in the PlayStation 5 specs, and the loading times are so much reduced. Like it's not even seconds anymore, it's milliseconds, which is insane. I just like less loading times is gonna be insane. It's gonna be literally take 2 milliseconds for the game to load, which is super insane, really. And I just can't wait to really see the power of next gen, because these next gen consoles look pretty fucking powerful, and I can't wait. It's gonna be such a powerful console, and yeah. Well, in terms of talking about Xbox and their exclusives, I like what Xbox are trying to expand. They want to have these new studios they own. Like they want to give them the opportunity to create better games and stuff. And I do hope Fable 4 does happen. Fable 4 probably should be their priority as well, because it was quite a popular exclusive, Xbox exclusive back in the days. But now I don't even know if anyone really cares about Fable, but I definitely think most likely Xbox will consider Fable 4, and that will probably come out for next gen. And obviously we have Halo Infinite, which looks fucking amazing. And Halo, in terms of Xbox, like the Project Scarlett, I'm not too excited about the exclusives really. Like Halo Infinite looks amazing, and there's Fable 4, and that's it. Like while PlayStation just has so many exclusives I'm excited about, and I just can't wait for them. And it's just, I think if I were to make a choice, I'll definitely get a PlayStation 5 in my opinion, because it just have better exclusives coming out on it. Like that's why Xbox like really needs to push themselves in next gen if they really want to beat PlayStation 5. They need to release high quality exclusives to please the audience, and like let them be proud of owning an Xbox, because I'm not gonna be getting an Xbox just because there's like some features it has, like Game Pass and stuff. Like I'd rather play better games, but even Game Pass is a pretty good feature that Xbox has, so that's pretty good. Like both the PlayStation and Xbox have their features that they're well known for, and yeah. But for me, I think, in my opinion personally, I would rather go for much better high quality games than Game Pass, because just I think Microsoft does need so much better exclusive games that they just need it for me to make the switch to an Xbox. But that's about it. Yeah, I guess 2020 will be the next gen consoles, with a lot of great games coming out. Like we have Last of Us Part 2. That's probably gonna be cross-gen ish. I mean, we'll probably definitely have a remastered port release a year later. Then we obviously will have other cross-gen games. Probably the next Assassin's Creed Viking game is probably also gonna be cross-gen, if I'm heard of it. And then we're gonna have Halo Infinite, that's cross-gen, if I'm correct. And then obviously, talking more in the years ahead, I'm pretty sure we'll get games like God of War, the next God of War game, which will probably be 2023 at the maximum, I guess. Then we'll also get games like Horizon Zero Dawn 2, which people are speculating that might be the launch title for the PlayStation 5, but I don't really know. But it'll be a cool thing, but I don't know, it could be a Killzone 2, because Guerrilla Games, you never know about them, but it makes sense for it to be Horizon Zero Dawn 2. But yeah, there's God of War 2 will be coming out, like probably will take 4 or 5 years from now. Then Horizon Zero Dawn Part 2, then the next Spider-Man game also, and there's a lot coming for PlayStation in the next gen, and just can't wait for it, really. Also, another thing I really want to talk about here with next gen consoles, I think the next gen consoles have much more memory in order to store games, because games are getting larger and larger every year. Like look at Red Dead Redemption 2, for example. It's like freaking 100 gigabytes. So next gen consoles should have a lot of storage in them, because like if you want more Red Dead Redemption 2 type games, they're gonna be pretty darn big. I mean, obviously Rockstar are freaking gods in creating video games, and so is their game size, like 100 gigabytes, which is a lot. Like we are already touching 100 gigabytes in terms of video game sizes. Imagine the next gen, we could probably get like a game for like 200 gigabytes or something, which would be insane. That's like almost size of a hard drive in a computer, which is insane. Like I just, like, if that's how far, that's how big a game is. And that's why I think next gen consoles should have more storage in them. They should have at least 5 to 10 terabytes in them, because it's just the sizes of games are just continuously increasing, and they really need to invest on making these hard drives, which are just huge. And they should do it, because games are just continuously increasing, and obviously then when the file space runs out from people, then they have to continuously delete their games in order to play other games. But I think a more convenient way is to have a much higher storage device, like much higher storage hard drive. So at least a minimum, I think the next gen console should have 5 to 10 terabytes of memory to store. And that's really like about the hard drive parts of it, in terms of what I expect for next gen consoles. Obviously there's I think that's most likely gonna be the case. I think it's definitely gonna have a much huge size hard drives, because they know that games is continuously increasing. Yeah, like it's just next gen is next year, and like this generation has just been an amazing, with so many amazing games. I just cannot wait till next gen. Really, there's like the next generation of video games will be just phenomenal. Like they'll be so, I can already think of how amazing the games will look, how amazing and realistic the graphics would look. And I cannot wait for it. I hope like developers don't downgrade or anything like that. But I just hope that like graphically games look stunning, much better than than they look in PS4. It's like I hope the jump between the graphics is huge, just like it was with PS3. I don't know, like PS3 and Xbox 360, the jump from PS3 to Xbox 360 and PS4 to Xbox One wasn't too noticeable at the beginning, but now it's like really starting to show that how the games have started to look a whole lot better. Like look at a game from 2013 and look at a game from 2018. Like literally those two games look so different. Like take GTA 5 for example and Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 looks far better than GTA 5 in terms of graphics, and I think the same should be with next gen. If I should pick a game from next gen and compare to Red Dead Redemption 2, it should look better. I mean, of course the Rockstars make amazing games, but I think definitely the Rockstar have set such a high standard in terms of gaming, and like how games should look, and definitely other developers should be aiming for that benchmark and really going beyond. And I hope developers work hard and really bring the best games to life, and we can really enjoy them, I guess. But really, these are the things I wanted to talk about. It's not really such a big chatterbox, because like I can go on forever talking about next gen, but like these are ratings, prototype things I want to talk about, like the games that will be coming out, the specs, how powerful the next gen consoles would be. And we still don't know a lot about the next gen console. It comes out next year, and it's just a year remaining. But next year is gonna be huge in terms of video games, in terms of obviously announcements for new video games, obviously. And next gen we're also probably gonna have Elder Scrolls 6, which is kind of the most awaited game. But I'm still kind of worried about Bethesda, current state of Bethesda, because it's really not going well. But I hope Elder Scrolls 6 is worth the hype, but that's like far away from now. That'll probably be much later down the line. But yeah, in between that we'll have Starfield, obviously, which is again gonna be a next gen title. And yeah, again, more next gen games to look forward to, really. But I just hope like next gen games are just fucking fantastic. We get amazing games like throughout the next generation, and it's almost the end of this generation. And yeah, like they will probably still release games for PS4 and Xbox One for a little while, because that same happened when PS4 came out. They still released games for PS3 and Xbox for a while till it started dying down and developers just move their focus completely to next gen. But yeah, and if I were to get a next gen console, I'd probably wait, in my opinion, because I know they're gonna be super expensive with the specs, the what they can do. It's gonna be super expensive, and I'd rather just wait for a couple years, maybe 2-3 years after they are out, and then get it. I don't know if I'll probably advise that, but there are hardcore gamers out there that'll definitely get PlayStation 5 or the next Xbox on launch. So yeah, I would definitely wait a little while to get the next PlayStation 5 or Xbox if I do end up getting it. But yeah, anyways, I think those are the things I really want to talk about. I think this is a good way to wrap up the video, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed this chatterbox, just listening, just sitting down, putting on the headphones and listening to whatever I have to say about next gen. And this is just a very chill based video that I just sit down, talk to you guys genuinely, what I feel about stuff. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you did, and tell me in the comments below how excited you guys are for next gen, because lots of people are, and especially me, and it's gonna be amazing. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, bye.